Legendary producer Quincy Jones has died at the age of 91. Quincy Jones, best known as the architect of Michael Jackson's Thriller and the man who made stars collide in 1985's We Are the World, had a long career as a composer and trumpeter who broke down racial boundaries in music and film. He died on Sunday in his Bel Air home, his publicist said, at 91. Jones won an astonishing 28 Grammys throughout his career as an arranger and producer, and his legacy intersected with those of Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington, and Leslie Gore. When dreams of scoring films lured Jones to Hollywood in 1965, executives were shocked to learn he was black after they hired him for the Gregory Peck film Mirage. He soon racked up 2 Oscar nominations, Best Original Score for The Love of Ivy and Best Original Score for the film In Cold Blood in 1968, and became the first black musical director at the Academy Awards in 1971. He would executive produce the show in 1996. Jones suffered from multiple health problems. He had 2 nearly fatal brain aneurysms in 1974. The resulting metal plate in his head ensured that he would never play trumpet again. Yet he continued making music, scoring The Bill Cosby Show, Sanford and Son, and the 1977 miniseries Roots, for which he won an Emmy. Then, while scoring the film The Wiz, Jones met Michael Jackson. He produced Jackson's Off the Wall album in 1979, ascending to music royalty alongside the King of Pop in a partnership that has also generated mega sellers Thriller and Bad. And in 1985, the pair collaborated on the star-studded charity song We Are the World, which won 3 Grammys. He co-produced The Color Purple and helped introduce Oprah Winfrey to a national audience. He also produced the Broadway version. And in 2013, Oprah inducted Jones into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. His name appears as a producer, composer, conductor, arranger, or performer on more than 400 albums. He composed roughly 35 film scores. He leaves behind 7 children: Jolie Jones Levine with former wife actress Jerry Caldwell, Martina Jones and Quincy Jones III with second wife and model Una Anderson, Kidada Jones and the Office actress Rashida Jones with third wife and Mod Squad actress Peggy Lipton, Rachel Jones with Carol Reynolds, and Kenya Julia Miambi Sarah Jones with actress Natasha Kinski. Excuse me if I messed that up. All right. I mean, look. You heard all the stuff. It didn't even cover everything. I mean, probably the thing that I feel that I'm most influenced by Quincy Jones by far has to be The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, who is the executive producer on that show and helped Will get that show and is one of the most iconic sitcoms ever. Quincy was genuinely a legend. There's a few places where people say that there could be some controversy here and there. A lot of people feel like, he was one of the black folk coming up in that era that at times abandoned the community because he was, with white women and stuff like that. But when you consider how pro-black he was about so many things and how much of an activist he was, I don't know if I agree with that sentiment, but everybody's going to feel differently one way or the other. He is an absolute legend. And, Jay and I used to play all the time on Blerd's, which we are having a Blerd's election special later today, so you can check that out at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. We're losing recipes, man. We're losing recipes. We keep losing these legends. James Earl Jones, Quincy Jones, we lost Tito. We've been losing so many people that helped shape black culture and what it is today. And not just black culture, but the industry. We've lost some sports legends. Like, it has been rough going. And so I say all that to say, A, hug your loved ones. Really let them know while you still have them here, because you never know how much time you have left. And B, let's not lose art. I get so worried now in the state of Hollywood, the state of music, whether because of streaming or whatever else, everything's becoming commodified more so than normal. And the idea of music, art, film, TV is really purely a commodity now. It's always been a business, but you're not getting to see as much of a quantity of high quality stuff. You'll get the one album like what Tyler the Creator just dropped. Oh my God, fantastic. I don't rock with Chaperone, but the people that do love Chaperone, and that obviously speak outside of black folk at this point, but the people that rock with Chaperone, she's putting out good music to them, things like that. So there is some. I'm not going to say that it's not there, but when you think about how commodified everything's gotten and that we've shortened attention spans to not be able to sit through a solid 5-minute Key and Peele length sketch, it's all TikTok stuff that's 15 seconds or faster. Or the giant explosion superhero movies, which obviously I love, and I'm about to talk about two of them on this show. Like, all of that is good, but when I get to this next story with Tom Hanks, that, you know, and something that he kind of says, I'll reiterate on this. We have to make sure that we're not losing the art and the culture and the message that we're trying to get through music and TV and film, because that is how you end up in a situation where we're devoid of a soul. Art is how we maintain a soul, how we keep our empathy, how we connect with others. And Quincy did it, as you heard, with all of the things that he's a part of, let alone to know that then his legacy, you know, all of his kids have done great stuff, but I immediately, the most famous of his children in Rashida and the work that she's put out with The Office and everything in Parks and Rec and everything else, that's the kind of stuff that just like sticks in my head, man. So rest in peace to one of the great ones. Thank you for everything you contributed to the culture, to the world, because we are the world. But he was definitely a real one. Let me know what your favorite project of Quincy was down in the comments.